Hey there, welcome to the 31st episode of Under the Radar. I'm pleased to be back. And so in the last episode, I covered a band called the Phoenix Rising, which was a band that was technically from Indiana, but playing out in the Chicago scene a lot, grinding. And in this episode, I'm going to cover another band that was grinding about the same time. This is like 2003, very early to mid 2003, where this band just popped up out of nowhere. And to me, I want to preface this by saying the band that I'm about to mention, you really can't find much about them at all anywhere. They did a demo and did some other material that was released, I believe, as an EP later, but it's hard to find any information on this band. So this will be one of the few episodes that I just won't have a whole lot of pictures or things to back up. But the name of this band is called One Life. And in my opinion, what made this band so incredibly special was coming off the heels of like the tail of the 90s, early 2000s, when boy bands were kind of like not a thing anymore. The whole idea of a boy band having 5 dudes harmonizing together on stage, right? Well, that's the element, I would say, the redemptive element of the boy band that this band took on. Like there were like 4 to 5 dudes harmonizing on the choruses to these songs, but the style was more akin to like Thrice and Taking Back Sunday or something in that realm. Anyway, this band dropped this 2-song demo in, I believe this was early 2003, and I went to go see this band with my buddy Adam Siska and Jimmy Lesniak, I believe. We went to the Wheaton Grand Theater, and I believe the bands on the bill were Knockout, Fall Out Boy, and One Life, and then probably another 3 bands. I don't know if 504 Plan was on that show, but anyway, it was a wild show for different reasons, and I'll bring this show up again later in another Fall Out Boy episode. So we went to this Fall Out Boy show, and I just remember watching pretty much every opening band, and I just waiting for this band One Life to go on, and they got on and they just ripped it. I remember their song "Give It Up" sounded so much to me like a song that would later come out by Midtown called "Give It Up." I felt like the band Midtown honestly like must have heard that demo or been on some sort of same spiritual plane to have composed that song "Give It Up" on their last album, Forget What You Know. But yeah, it sounded so much like One Life's song. I wish that this band would have made a full-length record. So let's get to it. First song on this demo, and I'm just going to play the entire songs. First song was called She Came to Me.
Like my dreams of darkness, rotting from the inside. I can smell it on my breath. Blue fire burns, blood runs red. Through my veins soon I'll be dead. Like my dreams of darkness, rotting from the inside. I can smell it on my breath. Blue fire burns, blood runs red. Through my veins soon I'll be dead. Don't say this is killing me. Don't say this is killing me. Triggers that been part of me.
Now, this band was playing Fireside Bowl, Metro. I believe the band was approached by Victory Records to sign a deal and turned that down. And I think they had some hotshot manager at the time. But also, Johnny Minardi at Little League Records, aka LLR Records, he had tried to sign this band. And they are the only band, to my knowledge, that ever turned down a contract with Little League Records. By them turning down that contract, they made way for like The Academy Is, which was awesome to watch that unfold. And I'll be covering The Academy Is in the future here. Anyhow, the next song on this demo is my favorite song by this band, a song called According to Your Will.
I see you sometimes on my walls. Your blood
absolutely love the hell out of that song. Again, I can't stress enough that I think that this band probably would have been bigger than Fall Out Boy had they gotten a chance to really make a record and get some distribution, get produced properly. I think that they would have blown up huge. I think they were onto something that never was really done. There weren't 5-part, 4-part, 5-part harmonies with bands of that genre or subgenre at the time, and it's still something that you don't see a lot of, where there's every member of the band is harmonizing with each other. It's just a really cool thing. Again, a little side note on this band. At that show, I remember after they got done playing in Wheaton at the community center, I believe Knockout went on after them, and then Fall Out Boy. But I remember Fall Out Boy handing these CDs out for free of Evening Out with Your Girlfriend, because Uprising Records had, just like put this out right before they were going to drop Take This to Your Grave, and they were kind of upset about it. And they're like, here, take our album for free or whatever. Like, we don't want it. So I remember catching this from Pete and them throwing them out. I also remember the PA system being completely torn down during Fall Out Boy's performance at this show. It was wild. They pretty much invited the entire crowd to just come up on the stage at Wheaton Community Center and just wreak havoc. It was wild to watch like the PA speakers fall. But alas, back to One Life. Now, I reached out to this band. I saw them at Metro one time. I know I saw them at Fireside. And when Midwest Blue, when we were playing our Remembering to Forget record release show, we were working on booking a tight bill for it. And I had originally emailed Fall Out Boy about playing with us, and it just didn't work out with their touring schedule. They left like the day before our show or something like that. But so Knockout was supposed to play, and at the last minute, they just kind of had like a disbanding. And I know that was when like DeMar went off to Plain White Tees. And so anyway, we had 504 planned and Knockout scheduled and Y-Intercept. And at the last minute, Knockout canceled due to personal reasons and member changes. And One Life just totally helped us out and filled in and came to play our record release show. They killed it. They didn't ask for any pay. They couldn't really stay for the entire show, but they drove all the way out from Chicago to McHenry, Illinois to play the Just for Fun roller rink for our crappy little record release show. It's just like, I'll never forget that. Like they actually did that and didn't get paid, and it just blew my mind that they would do that. So I just want to like tip my hat to y'all. If you're watching, Pat and Jeremy and all those people, rad band. They later formed a band called The Waiting Game with a lot of the members of One Life, which was more of like just a straight pop rock, alternative kind of band. I know that the members have since gone on to do other things. Yeah, that's really all I can really say about One Life, is that they should have been huge. They should have gotten a deal. Probably the most disappointing thing ever is that this band doesn't have a full-length record that got to see the light of day. And who knows, maybe they'll get back together and do something one day, or I don't know, maybe they'll just record something for fun. I just would love to hear an album by One Life. I think that they were just so highly underrated and would have been the biggest thing. So, in other news, just been grinding here in the studio, in the lab, just making beats, finishing up some Slave to Servant stuff for Red Tape, plotting out music videos. The Singularity collection is almost done being pressed, should be shipped to me very soon. And yeah, I'll update you on that, but feel free to order the Singularity CD if you'd like to support me and what I'm doing. Again, just gonna try to keep busy while there's no real work being a cover musician. So feel free to go to slavetoservant.com/store and pre-order Singularity if you want to help support me. And yeah, again, thank you for your time.